What's up, guys? It's CatQuack64 back at it again with another episode of Pokemon HeartGold and Soul Silver. In the last episode, we have just finished off the Sprout Tower and we defeated Falconer. And all that to level up our very own Hermes. What do you think about that, man? Hermes is looking this way and smiling. That's good to hear. Anyways, in this episode, we are going to head our way to Azalea Town, I believe. Yeah, Azalea Town, and fighting off whoever the next gym leader. I can't really afford to care much. Anyways, let's get started by talking to this guy. Yo, have you had trouble with a boulder blocking your way? Of course you have. For people like you, there's an HM that will come to your rescue. And with that, we have received the HM06, which contains the Make 'em Faint Rock Smash. You can even smash boulders once you earn the Violet City Gym Badge. But beware, hidden moves like this are hard for your Pokemon to forget once they learn them. You should think carefully of which Pokemon should learn it. Oh, that's some good water. Anyways, let's go. Let's head down on here. We could try to, but if we do, there's this weird little tree that will block our path. Anyways, let's head on. This is the Ruins of Alph. It's a secret edition made of stones. Don't you wonder who makes something like this and why? Oh, actually, this is do you see that strange tree in the road? That may explain why fewer people are visiting the Ruins of Alph. Anyways, down here is the Ruins of Alph. I don't think I'll actually, be here down here for now. I'ma just, I think I'm gonna skip it and we'll go back to it in a later episode. I know it's probably a good idea to come on here early, but, I'm just not really sure. So, I'll probably do this after I finish, the initial Let's Play, so we'll be back. I just wanted to show you guys what the Ruins of Alph look like. But anyways, let's go back to Violet City. And let's go where we truly was supposed to go. Down here we have another apricorn tree. Oh, it's a yellow apricorn. But anyways, let's continue on. Down here is Route 32. In the last episode, I believe I may have mentioned that there was a new team member I was going to add to the team, but I'm not sure how Hermes feel about that. Oh, he's holding something. Would you like to take it? Sure, why not? Oh, it just seems too important to let go. Okay, down here we're going to have a man. And he's going to be like, wait, what's the hurry? He has some good Pokemon there. Must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. Training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of Grass-type moves. And with that, we got the Miracle Seed. It'll boost the power of Grass-type moves by 1.2%. It make Grass-type moves do 1.2 times the power. That's what I mean. But anyways, let's go down here and see if we can find any interesting Pokemon. And we just got a Rattata. Nobody really likes Rattata that much. Anyways, we're just gonna go for a Supersonic over here. Hopefully he's gonna hit himself. No, he's just gonna go for the toe whip. And I'm gonna just go for Leech Life. You know what? Actually, what I should be doing is just trying to get, Poseidon to level up and, evolve. He's actually pretty close to evolving. So I think after this battle, he snapped out of confusion and got quick attack. Yeah, that's alright. It's not like, he's gonna actually be able to defeat Hermes. He's too over leveled. And he knows Leech Life, which, helps with him. And even with that, I have, health. Potions, yes, potions. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He's gonna be. I thought that was gonna be the killer move. Probably gonna go for another quick attack. Oh, never mind. Actually, he just decided to give up. Sorry about the commentary being down a little bit. I just, have a little bit of a voice problem. Apparently, I don't think my mouth was expecting me to, be, but, things. Oh, wow. To, heal Poseidon. Yeah, I got potions still. But anyways, as I was saying about my voice, I tend to be a quiet person, but I did always have the stream of like commentary, like Chugga Conroy, Lucagen stuff, people like that, and it kind of hurts right now to talk. Oh, here is the Pokemon I was trying to catch. But anyways, as I was saying, nothing too bad. Anyways, let's see if we can catch this Mareepean. Not kill it in one hit. Ooh, that is so close. Alright, we paralyzed him. We got paralyzed, but that's alright because we'll be able to catch this Pokemon. Alright, let's see if we can catch him. Alright, one Pokeball. Yeah, it's obvious we're going to catch him, but anyway. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. We caught Mareep. Yes, Mareep is going to be our third team member. It's a nice Pokemon. It's not as fast, but it does good special attack and stats. It evolves into Flaffy at level 15, which evolves to Ampharos at level 30. So it's a nice Pokemon to take with you if you want, a good electric type. If static electricity builds in its body, its fleece doubles in volume. Touching it will shock you, just like with Poseidon. Anyways, since we're following the natural tradition of naming them after Greek gods, I am going to name him after the god of the lightning, Zeus. It's a really fitting name. But anyways, let's heal up. Up on Poseidon. I haven't seen you around before, so you think you're pretty tough? Alright, we got another boy down here who thinks he can just defeat us, but that's way too bad, because I got an total dog that can just power drive through anything in his way as he pleases. Look at that. Think you're going to get some damage on me with a quick attack? Too bad. Have some water. Because you seem to be thirsty for winning. And you know what? I'ma help you. You're gonna learn from your mistakes, boy. Okay, he has a Zubat. I don't really care about it. Like Hermes, he's lower levels than Hermes. Know what moves he should have. Just Leech Life, and Supersonic. I forgot the name is Supersonic. Yeah. And he manages to. That's alright. That's fine. But just water down, him down. I think I'm gonna dedicate most of this episode to a Poseidon, evolving him, and then off screen I'll just raise Hermes and Sue to help them catch up. But anyways, down here we're gonna have another trainer who's gonna be trying to talk by herself. Yeah, and pardon? Come on, battle? I'm on the phone. Oh, alright, I'll accept your challenge. Okay, we got a picnicker, and she's now a female Nidoran. Female Nidoran are more defensive, which, kind of makes sense in a bit of a sexist fashion. But this one is just gonna know Scratch and Growl. And I got a really good special attack, so I don't really care. Be careful around these the Nidoran family though, because their main ability is Poison Point, which poisons you if you do like a contact move, like scratch or bite. So do use them, but be wary unless you're steel or poison type or have the ability immunity, you may get poisoned. Anyways, oh, you're on your way to become a Pokemon League champion? Let's be friends. Can I have your phone number? I want to hear about everything you've seen. Yes, we are going to register her and our phone number. I'll telephone you if I hear anything interesting. Alright, let's carry on, shall we? Also, a thing here is at nighttime, Wooper will appear. Wild Wooper will appear. And Wooper, it is, without a doubt, my favorite Pokemon. It's just so derpy and cute. And everything it does just seems adorable. It also has one of my favorite type combinations as well. Water and ground. It's immune to electric types, and it's only weak to grass. It evolves into Quagsire around level 22, if I'm correct. At a glance, it's intriguing. But the one thing about it is, like I said, it is weak to grass, but unlike most not weak once to grass, it is double weak to grass. So if it gets a grass type move, don't expect it to survive. But anyways, we got a male Nidoran here, which is a more aggressive counterpart of the female Nidoran. But they are not as defensive. Those pegs are not moved. But this water gun is going to take it down. And on top of that, Poseidon should be able to level up and evolve. Alright, there we go. Level 16. And that's how we do. This is disappointing. Oh, I forgot. It takes 2 more to evolve Poseidon. Oh, that's just more face time for him. What do you think about this? Poseidon is rolling around in the grass. That's nice to hear. Anyways, we got another Pokemon battle coming up ahead. And a Bellsprout, which I don't really care about much. Also, I'm a bit under the weather today, so that's probably why my voice sounds much weirder than before. But I should be able to feel a lot better tomorrow. If not, I don't think we'll be able to record this. Also, up there in that Pokeball, that's a TM for Bullet Seed. However, I'm not really interested in having any grass type teams. So, well, I am going to, get that team of Bullet. It's not going to be off screen. I'm gonna try and see how far I can get and dedicate most of this episode to raising up Poseidon. I do want him to evolve. I just don't want him to evolve so late into the series. It just doesn't feel natural. But anyways, here we have Wooper. They tend to have the ability Water Absorb, so you might just want to make not use items. It heals them, and they're immune on top of that. But their other ability is Damp, which prevent explosion moves like Thunder and no, not Thunder. Well, they are immune to Thunder, but like Explosion and Self-Destruct. And just like that, we defeated Youngster Golden. Shucks, I thought I could win. But anyways, we are going to go down here and we're going to talk to this guy. He's not important, but how would you like to have this tasty, nutritious Slowpoke tail? Right now, just $1 million. You'll want this. That's actually a lot of money. So, I think I'm going to have to pass on that one. You don't want it? Then scram. Shoot. He thinks that he can just find better customers who can, like, I don't know. They have just plenty of money to waste on a tail of a Pokemon. Anyways, we're just going to heal up our Pokemon over here. Alright, well, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Thank you. We appreciate it. And just like that, we'll be back. Anyways, down here, we're going to have another area to explore. It is forgot what the name of it is, but we do have another trainer over here, which we're going to battle, because like I said, I want strong. I want Poseidon to be strong as heck. So anyways, we're going to fight this person over here, which is great EXP farming. Our level 6 Pidgey over here, which is going to die in one hit to water gun. And it's down. And he's going to send in another Pidgey. I think all of his Pokemon are Pidgeys, unless I'm mistaken, and his last one is actually a Spearow. Most bird trainers from Generation 2 work like that. They usually just have 2 types of one bird, and actually managed to survive. Well, that's a shame. It's not like it's going to be able to do much. We're just going to scratch it off to save PP on Water Gun. Water Gun is pretty smooth so far. Alright, I was sort of correct. He does have a Spearow. This Spearow is okay. It's his highest level Pokemon. That means I'm gonna just get a lot more EXP from this guy. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he is down for the count. Alright, now we got 9 EXP. We are just so close. Just so close to getting a level up. Don't worry, I'll just have a wild Pokemon and just fight him out. Okay, so after we defeat, Bugsy, I believe that's his name, and get the Bug Gym badge, we're going to start off the very next one, standing out right here. I'll keep that in mind, and now we're just going to enter this cave, known as the Union Cave. If you've seen the introduction card, you find out that one of the wild Pokemon that can be found here is none other than Onix. Onix has the same typing as Geodude, so I just tend to associate the two together. They're both, rock creatures that are both rock and ground. Honestly, I prefer the Geodude family than the Onix family. The thing about Onix, however, is that if you trade it while it holds a Metal Coat, it evolves to Steelix, which is a Steel Ground type, which is a lot better typing defensive-wise. A much better type. I do prefer, Geodude, Graveler, and because, I guess they're just more familiar. I kind of like familiar Pokemon. Rock and Ground, like I said, is a great, coverage type. It's a hell of a lot better than, Steel and Ground. But Steel and Rock is generally bad. You don't want to use it at all. No. And on top of that, they do have a strong attack stat, and they get stat moves on Stone Edge and Earthquake. So it's just, honestly, if you want to go with either Onix or Geodude, I prefer Geodude. Is faster. It has base 70 speed, I believe. But anyways, we got Sandshrew. I don't really have anything to say about Sandshrew. It's just your typical ground type, I guess. I never really used one on my team at all, and I don't think I am going to one. I actually in the Sun and Moon version, I was thinking of using the Alolan Sandshrew, and the thing that really, even though I know it can't be controlled in Sun and Moon, it's just the fact that the name of Alolan Sandshrew, it is an Ice and Steel type. It is called Sandshrew. I know that it's like an Alolan form of Sandshrew, and that's why it's named like that, but I don't think it would have been her to be named like Snowshrew or something. Anyways, we're gonna have a Fire Breather up here. Fire Breathers, despite their name, they only carry one fire type, and that's Magmar. And the Magni line. And he just sent me out this Vulpix. Okay, they have fire types. They typically have only something from the Magni line, however, so that's what got me confused. But just like that, the Vulpix is down. I guess while we're speaking of Vulpix, Vulpix, just like Sandshrew, did get an Alolan form, which is it's a lot better. Alolan Vulpix evolves into Alolan Ninetales, which is an Ice Fairy type, and it's a decent typing, even though it's extremely weak to Steel. And the thing about Alolan Ninetales, it had the hidden ability, Snow Warning. And on top of that, it learns, I believe what it's called, Orville. If you it requires Hail to work. But if it is Hailing and you pull off Orville, it will raise defense of your defense and the special defense of your Pokemon. It's kind of like Reflect and Light Screen, but on top of that, it can stack with Reflect and Light Screen. So, and that's probably why it's such a good, Pokemon and competitive. It's fast. It has an okay typing. It has Snow Warning as an ability and access to the move Orville, which makes it such a great screen setup Pokemon. It doesn't even waste 2 turns to set up, the screens. Unlike most Pokemon can both Reflect and Light Screen. But oh, you gotta be kidding me! We are just a bit closer to get a Poseidon to evolve. But this guy with the big creepy eyes. You guys saw that, right? Look at that. Look at his eyes. They aren't creepy at all. Okay, I guess we're just gonna, instead of finer, have a Zubat to evolve from. I guess we can thank this Zubat for helping us evolve. And now we have finally reached level 18, and I can probably put Poseidon back. Because now he's gonna finally evolve. Ooh, I need more water. And now he finally evolved to Crocodile. It's only gonna be a few more levels until he is able to learn Ice Fang. I think it's either at level 21 or 22. Maybe I'm mistaken. It's probably gonna be later in 20. Anyways, we are going to switch Hermes out. Well, not, yeah, I like to see. We do want him to get more levels up. He is the lowest level member of our team. That's because he's just caught. But this wild Pokemon encounters, and it's Geodude. I don't think I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm gonna just run away instead. Run away! Alright, now we're going to be able to fight this trainer out like we meant to. You're headed to Azalea, are you? Let my Pokemon see if you're good enough to battle. Alright, we got another hikers, like I said, that generally carry, rock types, ground types, the typical Machop. Anyways, we're gonna train Zeus the same way we trained up Hermes, and we're just gonna let Poseidon do all the work. He's gonna use Mud Sport there, which weakens the power of electric type attacks, which is kind of redundant, seeing as how it's type, kind of like water Pokemon with Water Sport. I guess that's just to help teammates, like. If you're carrying around like a Geodude with Mud Sport and you have like a bunch of water and flying types, Mud Sport will be helpful in that regard. But it's an extremely forgettable move. I would never recommend anyone using it. Anyways, he's going to send out another Geodude, which is a higher level, so that means it's going to guarantee that Zeus will level up and after this. Okay, he's going to go for Mud Sport again. Mud Sport only weakens the power of electric moves for 2 or 3 turns. And I don't believe it stacks, because if it did, it would probably be a bit more useful, but still not extremely useful to the point where it'll be like a meta-defining move. Alright, just like that, Zeus is going to go up to level 7. And he's going to send in one more Geodude. I believe this is going to be his highest level 1, but I don't... Yeah. We're just going to finish him off. I know I didn't switch back to Zeus, but it doesn't really matter. Zeus is good. Zeus is good where he is, though. He's at a good position to fight off wild Pokemon myself. I just needed him to be a bit of a higher level. Now we're going to send Hermes out so that way we can level up fast. I know you're probably wondering why I'm doing these and not, Zeus, but Zeus, I kind of want to, give him Hermes treatment and, grind him off screen so that way he'll catch up with the rest of the team. Okay, anyways, this fire breather is going to set out a coffin, which is the Pokemon I was talking about, the non-fire type Pokemon that most fire breathers send out, because there's smoke, and no other Pokemon emulates smoke better than coffin. Anyways, he's going to hurt himself in confusion, and since poison resists bug, I'm just going to spam Astonish, which doesn't do much. But I'm a poison type, which means I don't really care about Smog much. Coffee is a great defensive Pokemon. In the defense stat, he take much strong special attacks, especially like, Hydro Blast, Thunder, and not to mention, the Psychic type moves which it's already weak to. Speaking of Psychic, it is the only type it is weak to because of its ability to levitate, which makes it immune to the effects of ground type moves. Immune to ground raw. It's a good defensive Pokemon, like I said. Poison type is a good defensive type, and it does learn some good moves like Fire Blast, Thunder, and its poison type moves. It's actually pretty good if you know how to use it. If you do want a good poison type, I do recommend picking it up because unlike most other poison types, it actually learns poison type moves. The good ones are that Poison Gas, Smog, Sludge. I'm not sure if it learns Sludge Bomb by leveling up, but I believe it does. They're using at around 34 or 35 or 36, which is late, but it's still good even where it's at right now. Alright, he's gonna snap out of confusion and hit me with another. It's not very effective. But anyways, we're just gonna see if we can finish this guy off. Bring things up a little faster. Alright, down here we're gonna find a great ball, and we're gonna have a go on account. Another song for me that I don't really care about, even though I'm really leveling up right now, but I do wanna fight this person. I roam far and wide in search of Pokemon. Are you looking for Pokemon too? Then you're my collecting rival. We're gonna find out by Pokemaniac Larry. He's gonna send out Slowpoke. Slowpoke it lives up to its name. It is one of the slowest Pokemon overall, including its evolution, Slowbro, and Slowking. But anyways, as you just, it does have a great defense stat, which makes it, for a psychic type, it has really good defense, which makes a formidable wall in the psychic model type team. You see a lot more in the psychic teams than you do water teams because of his great defense type. It also has good special attack, which makes it one of the perfect contenders for Calm Mind. A typical Slowbro deck consists of, not deck, but moveset consists of Scald, Calm Mind, Slack Off, and Toxic, which is really annoying. It also has abilities our own tempo, and I forgot the other one, but its hidden ability is Regenerator, which, you know, heals a bit of its HP every time it is out, so you can only imagine just how annoying it is. Anyways, he's just gonna arm me off, which is gonna be annoying. Kind of really annoying how he's not dying. We're just gonna run own temple. All about own temple. I didn't know it actually prevents. Oh yeah, own temple does forget confusion. Why am I so forgetful all of a sudden? Anyways, we are just gonna, you know, sleep through this. Once he wakes up, I'm gonna just try to help catch up on any damage he deal. On top of that, he knows Growl, which just makes things a lot worse. You know, why am I not? You guys are probably just, you know, slamming your head against the desk at this point. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, a critical hit. Alright, I'll just go for Leech Life. He's gonna yawn me off again, and you know what, I'm tired of battling this guy. He's just stalling me out, and it's really annoying. Alright, let's just bite him, and just like that, Slowpoke is down. I did not expect that battle to go so long. But Poseidon is, not Poseidon, but Hermes is finally level 10. I mean, level. We've got one last Pokemon, and it is not this Zubat. Nope. It is an awakening that could have been a lot more useful if you. This game has a habit of but anyways, we got two Apicones down here. Black one and a pink. Also, we do have one trainer over here, which we are just gonna whip Poseidon. Also, you already noticed, but it is raining, and the thing about rain is it introduces to you the weather mechanic. You probably heard about it when I mentioned hell, what hell did. But there's 4 different kinds of weather: rain, sun, hail, and sandstorm. Rain. Rain. Hey, hang on, the phone is ringing. Hello? Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is just destroy this Geodude real quick. And just like that, he's down for the count. Anyways, rain continues to fall. As I was saying, rain, it boosts the power of water type moves and weakens fire type moves, and that's about it. Pokemon with the ability Swift Swim will have their speed double if it is raining. Pokemon with the ability Rain Dish will heal a little bit if it is raining at the end of each turn. And Pokemon with the ability Hydration will have their status cured at the end of each turn if it is raining. The next weather is Sun. Sun boosts the power of... Sun is basically the reverse version of rain. It boosts the power of water. It boosts the power of moves and weakens the power of water type moves. Pokemon with the ability Chlorophyll will have the speed double if it is sunny out. Pokemon with the ability... And I think that's actually about it for Sun. No, wait. Pokemon with the ability Sour will have their special attack boosted if it is sunny, but it will cost a bit of HP. Hell doesn't really boost the power of ice type moves, but it does make it so that Blizzard Pokemon with the all non-ice type Pokemon hurt by hail. And Pokemon with the ability Snowveil, I believe that's what it's called. No, Snow Cloak. It will have their, evasion boost by a little bit if it is hailing out. And I think that's about it for hail. And the last one is Sandstorm. Sandstorm boosts the special defense of rock type Pokemon, and any non-rock, ground, or steel type Pokemon will be hurt by Sandstorm a little bit at the end of each turn. Pokemon with the ability Sand Force will boost the power of rock, ground, and steel type moves a bit if it's a sandy out. Sandville will raise the evasion of Pokemon if it is sandy out, and Sand Rush will double the speed of Pokemon if it is sandy. But anyways, this is a good portion to end this episode off of. We have arrived at Azalea Town, but in the next episode, we are going to confront these two people. I'll see you guys next time.